So today we're going to do verse 14 of this amazing book of Lao Tzu. And the Tao Te Ching for this part is, I'll read it through and then I'll explain to you my take. So, verse 14. What cannot be seen is called evanescent. What cannot be heard is called rarefied. What cannot be touched is called minute. These three cannot be fathomed. And so they are confused and looked upon as one. Its upper part is not dazzling. Its lower part is not obscure. Dimly visible, it cannot be named, and returns to that which is without substance. This is called the shape that has no shape, the image that is without substance. This is called indistinct and shadowy. Go up to it and you will not see its head. Follow behind it and you will not see its rear. Hold fast to the way of antiquity in order to keep in control the realm of today. The ability to know the beginning of antiquity is called the street running through the way. Impressive, isn't it? So there's a lot of things to unpack, but I'll just give my view for a few of these lines because that's the most important part. Some people say this verse 14 is one of the most powerful of all the 81 verses. So I'll give you my take and then maybe it can help you to digest this verse. So other people translate it into nothing that you cannot see, invisible, you cannot hear, and also you cannot touch it. So these three, especially in the first three sentences, meaning that in life, a lot of things that we have being learned at school is that we only have 5 senses, but recent science explanation is that there are more than 5 senses, and the school didn't have time to teach us that. So some of those people claim that there is more than 9, others even claim there's even 20 plus senses. So those things are very important. So this is called living beyond form in this verse 14. As you can see, in life sometimes there is, especially in our dreams, that we cannot explain. And that's why our 5 senses is limited more in the most physical part of life. And the invisible part of life has never really been explained unless you go to your religious, spiritual teachers, which is good. And I do believe that's the reason why most of us are having this kind of weird feeling or dreams. You know, like our body sometimes, the temperature outside, you already feel either it's cold or warm. And the temperature within us that can regulate that. You know, if you're born in a cold weather area, sometimes you go to a hot place and then you feel like super warm. But the people that's born there in a hot weather will also feel very cold in a cold weather country. So holding beyond this living of the form, that most of us are not aware of how to be more conscious in a sense of living in the now instead of focusing too much on the form of human skin, human beings, and so. So one of the way you can do that, I think that's also have been taught to many of the belief, is by praying or meditation or this kind of thing where you are stilling your mind. So meaning stilling all the 5 senses that have been learned by us, you know. And if you can calm down and meditate upon, then you will see that there will be something inside of you that has never been awakened before. Some people only when they approach a very old age, then they start doing it because everything starts slowing down. Or if someone has a very intense medical emergency that they have to spend a few weeks, if not months, on a bed and never really move because of surgery, because of this kind of thing, then they awaken another part of their life that they never explored before. And some people call it like the sixth sense, and then there's more senses, 7, 6, 8, 9, whatever. So that's the reason why I think we need to explore in our lifetime that we have here on earth not only the 5 senses, the hearing, seeing, smelling, tasting, and touch. Because if you explore more than the 5, then your life will be so full. Then you will not be bored anymore with only these 5 senses. Okay? So meditation is very important because then you will open up another part of your mind, like the third eye that I call. And also there's so many things that you can do. Eckhart Tolle from The Power of Now also explained the power of now. And I'll explain to you next time about the book itself. So this is the very essential form of verse 14, if you want to take away with it, is living beyond the form, beyond the 5 senses that we have been limited to learn. So try to learn something else that nowadays with this technology and how you can waken up all the other senses. The reason why it's very difficult for a lot of people to explain the more than 5 senses is because there's different words for it. Some people call it praying, meditation, spiritual awakening, enlightenment, etc., etc. And that's why all of these things has been juggled around. But sooner or later, there will be people coming around and then will explain to you how many senses we do eventually have. But there's absolutely more than 5, that's for sure. Because most of the things that we at school learn is limited because we don't have time. A long time ago, even until today, people are rushing into understanding how to explain for students to at least have the basic form, and then no one really have time to expand on it. And that's why you have so many limited beliefs of human nature. But if you explore your mind, you'll be marvel how powerful your mind can be. And as I said in my previous videos, that the most important, the most powerful computer is not the computer that we even have nowadays. It's really your mind, something that cannot be replaced, even with artificial intelligence. Okay, so all in all, let's go to verse 15 and then study that other part of this wonderful book. Okay, have a great day. Bye.